YouTube, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti here. We another Washington Commanders video, and in today's video, I'm coming on here with a video where we're going to be talking about the Washington Commanders might be interested in quarterback Derek Carr. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. But before we do, make sure you go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe if you're new, and turn on post notifications so you get notified when I upload a video about the NFL, or in this case, our Washington Commanders. We're on the road to 6,000 subscribers, so please hit that subscribe button again if you haven't already. Thank you so much. Let's get straight into today's video. So, ladies and gentlemen, the Washington Commanders still don't have a quarterback. I'm going to say that every single time we talk about the quarterback position because, again, with Ron Rivera heading into his fourth season as the head coach of this team, we still don't have a quarterback. And we've been doing the veteran route for the past 3 years that he's been here. Really two, because, the first year he tried to give Dwayne Haskins a shot, and he really didn't do well with it. But we always had a veteran backup. Okay, so you can kind of say 2.5, but the moral of the story, Ron has still not found his quarterback. And as we know, Ron Rivera loves his veteran guys. And this offseason, highly thought about, talked about quarterback was Derek Carr. We knew the right one was on the wall for him in Las Vegas. He put out his tweet and Instagram post basically thanking the Raiders organization. That right there put a nail in it and let you know he will not be back with the Raiders. So he was going to be moving forward. Now, it was talks about teams trading for him. But at the stage and career that Derek Carr is at now, and with his contract being crazy, the guy's owed like $38-40 million in the upcoming years, it was very unlikely that no team was going to take on that contract. So what we knew the realistic option and what was going to happen, it was just a matter of time, was when will Derek Carr be released? Okay, so it just happened a couple days ago that Derek Carr was released from the Las Vegas Raiders, and now he is officially a free agent. And that got me thinking, because I made a video a couple weeks ago about should the Washington Commanders trade for Derek Carr, and I immediately shot it down because I didn't want to give up no draft capital. I did not want to take on that contract that Derek Carr was going to have to take on for Derek Carr, because we just did the same thing with Carson Wentz. Okay, now here is the thing, ladies and gentlemen. What we did for Carson Wentz last year was give up draft capital. We didn't wait for him to be cut. Okay, and we kind of not rushed, but we kind of was desperate last year for a veteran quarterback, so we kind of did anything for Carson Wentz. And instead of the Colts cutting him, waiting for the Colts to cut him, which they were going to do because they were done with him, we jumped up and traded for him and gave the Colts compensation. We didn't do that this time. Okay, we didn't have to do that this time. And I'm not saying we should sign Derek Carr, but Derek Carr is a much better quarterback than Carson Wentz. That's clear. Okay, I don't care what you say. I don't care about Derek Carr not, ever leading this team really to the big dance or whatever. He's much better than Carson Wentz. Even last year, clearly, he's much better than Carson Wentz. So, with that being said, with Washington now in a position to where, they have to find another quarterback. However, they don't have to give up nothing to get a veteran quarterback in Derek Carr. They could be prompted and tempted to get him. I know we're talking about Sam Howell being a franchise guy, or at least giving him a shot, and that's what I want to do, just like you. But Ron Rivera could be in saving job mode. So now, not could be, he is. He is in saving job mode, so he could do whatever. He's going to do whatever it takes to get a quarterback. So essentially what I'm saying is, could he bring in Derek Carr? Is it a possibility? Yes, it is. And that is something that I think is likely now that he's a free agent. It wasn't so likely, in my opinion, that he was still under, that the Raiders were looking for trade opportunities. But now that he is a free agent and the Washington Commanders only have to sign him, then that is Washington's, that's the best thing that can happen for Washington and for Ron Rivera. Again, I want us to roll with Sam Howell. But, guys, you have to think in Ron Rivera's shoes for a second. He's in year 4. New ownership is possibly going to be happening. He is in win now mode. Do you really want to put your trust in a second year, first year quarterback starting when you're trying to save your job? I don't care what y'all say. I don't care how you feel about Sam. I don't care how good you think he may be. We all know if we were in Ron Rivera's shoes, we would probably do the most comfortable thing, at least what we think, and that's getting the veteran guy. That's not taking a risk on Sam Howell, because Sam Howell taking a risk on Sam Howell if he starts him, because you don't know what he can be. We can talk all season about what we think he can do, but we don't know what he can be for sure yet. I love what he did in the Dallas game, but that was just a sample size. So we don't know what he truly can do in a full 17-week season, 18-week, 17-game season. We don't know what he can truly do. So that's taking a risk. Ron Rivera is not in a situation to where he can take risk. It's not a guarantee that he'll be back here next year. So he is going to do whatever it takes for him to be in a position to where he can impress the new ownership. So if that's getting Derek Carr, that's getting Aaron Rodgers, which I don't think is going to happen, he's going to do whatever it takes. He can say till his face turns blue that Sam Howell is the starter headed into 2023. That doesn't mean he has to go with it. Doesn't mean he has to go with it. And he already said it in the interviews that he was doing during the Super Bowl. He said, yeah, headed into 2023 training camp, Sam Howell is our starter. Or at least we have a guy on the roster that we believe can do that. But he didn't cancel out the opportunities or shut down the speculation that he can go get a veteran. At bare minimum, he's going to have competition. And with this cutting of Derek Carr, okay, this basically, I don't want to say basically, but this kind of put me in a situation to where now, like, go get him instead of bringing back Taylor Heinicke. I love Taylor Heinicke. I do. Trust me, I do. But Derek Carr is a starting quarterback in this league. And we haven't had that since Kirk Cousins. This guy at a point in time was a MVP candidate with Jack Del Rio, who happens to be our defensive coordinator. So you're telling me all we have to do is offer this guy a contract? Don't have to give up anything for a starting quarterback potentially? Go ahead and sign right up. He's gonna battle with Sam Howell in training camp, and at worst case scenario, he's the backup. And I love Taylor Heinicke to death. I always say he's the best back. He's one of the best backups in football. But shoot, I would love to have Derek Carr at worst case scenario be my backup. Definitely. Look at our situation. We got the receivers. We pretty much have Eric Bieniemy. Okay, he's going to be getting interviewed tomorrow. I don't want to guarantee that, but he has the clear path. And Ron Rivera, Martin Mayhew, Marty Herney, all the guys are going to be there interviewing him. And I believe they're going to be there because they're going to offer him the job. If it was just a regular interview that was just another guy, Ron would interview him by himself, like he did at Anthony Lynn. Now, I'm not saying he didn't want Anthony Lynn or he doesn't want Anthony Lynn, and Anthony Lynn can't become the offensive coordinator. I'm not saying that at all. But what I'm saying is this is important to Ron. This is the guy that he wants. So he is going to do whatever it takes, like I said again. So that should tell you how important it is if he's bringing his whole crew in for this interview. But let's just say, for an example, we signed Derek Carr to a Derek, man. We're going to sign you to a 1-year prove-it deal, okay? You're in your early 30s, all right? We're going to see what you got for this year, all right? Can you beat out Sam Howell? And if you do that, and you actually show us something and give us a glimpse of what we've been missing since Kirk Cousins, we can bring you back on a long-term deal. Now, let me go ahead and do the quick lookup of his age right quick, because I believe Derek Carr may be like 32 right now, but he's 31 actually. So he has a good year this year. He can bring back on like maybe a 2-year, 3-year deal and leave, and then that takes him to his age 34 season or whatever. I know I'm looking ahead, but I'm just putting out a scenario. Washington could do that, okay? again, the biggest reason why I made this video is because I'm now thinking like he's a free agent, guys. We don't have to give up anything. All we have to do is offer him a contract. And yeah, Derek Carr has to pick us for sure, but we kind of control what we want. We want Sam Howell to be the starting quarterback. But at worst case scenario, how about offer Derek Carr a contract and maybe he picks us? And at worst case scenario, you head into training camp with Sam Howell and Derek Carr as your two quarterbacks. You draft maybe a guy. And again, best case scenario, Sam Howell's the guy. He turns out to be a stud. He's the franchise guy. Okay. And then you flip that. The next scenario that could be is Sam Howell. He's okay, but he's quite ready yet. He's still learning, still developing. All right. Sam, go to the bench for the rest of the year. Continue to learn. Continue to go, learn and take the progressions, the steps you need to be great. We're going to throw in Derek Carr, and who is not Taylor Heinicke, by the way, who is an actual starting quarterback that has proven himself year in and year out, okay, that he can play at this level and be a starting quarterback. He's in that mid-tier level, okay? He's proven that. So, again, it's a win-win for me, guys. I love the potential and the intriguingness. I don't even know if that's a word. Just made that up live on air probably of what Sam Howell could be. But now that Derek Carr is a free agent, I would not mind bringing him in and at least letting him compete for the job against Sam Howell. Tell me where you can go wrong in it. Now, let me go ahead and, again, look it up here and see what Derek Carr's what they said about Derek Carr, just to double check, just to make sure Washington, make sure I'm not, misconstruing anything. So, yeah, it says it right here. Raiders are releasing 4-time Pro Bowler Derek Carr. So that's yesterday. So we literally don't have to give up anything. He's a free agent. So tell me why you wouldn't at least take a chance on him. Now, again, he has to pick us. But with the potential of Eric Bieniemy being here, us having all these weapons on offense, okay, and Jack Del Rio being his former head coach, and he's a defensive coordinator now, so he can come in and he's not going to be totally blind because he has a guy that he knows well in JDR. And now that he's a free agent, do you really believe JDR is not pulling for Derek Carr to come here? Come on. So let me know what you guys think about this video in the comment section down below. Should the Washington Commanders sign Derek Carr? I think they might be interested in him. And yeah, man, as always, it's me and boy Juan Gotti. Like, comment, subscribe. Hail to the Washington Commanders. We're on the road to 6,000 subscribers, so please hit that subscribe button again if you haven't already. Thank you so much. See you guys next time. I'm out. Peace. Cost me one time, that's gonna get you popped.